Welcome back, everybody, for your second dose of college basketball here in Colorado Springs against CSU Pueblo. The Thunderwolves in the house tonight. I'm George Holden, your voice for Mountain Basketball, joined again by the athletic director here at UCCS, Nate Gibson. Did a fantastic job the first game. This round two. Women's, congratulations to CSU Pueblo. They had a hard-fought contest. They get the win. They steal one from UCCS in the women's game. But right now, if you look at these two men's teams, three teams in the RMAC right now with conference records of 11-6. New Mexico Highlands, they're here tomorrow night. Dixie State and the UCCS Mountain Lions. CSU Pueblo 4-13 hasn't been a real good year for them, but a couple weeks ago, they stole a win down at CSU Pueblo from these Mountain Lions. Mountain Lions got to be looking for a little bit of payback, Nate, here tonight.
Absolutely, and I wouldn't say they stole it. I think they put a beat down on the Mountain Lions. You know, they really took it to this team, and that's probably one of the best games I've seen them play this year from a Pueblo standpoint. But this is a talented team. It doesn't show up in terms of their overall results. But, you know, this is a game that Mountain Lions fought back, got back into this game down at Pueblo. But CSU Pueblo just too much in that game. But Mountain Lions, I know this is a team that, under Coach Culver, looking for some revenge, looking for some payback in this rivalry game.
Yep, well said. And we talk about it. We've said it over and over. To get used to this, top four teams hosts in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. These Mountain Lions know they're on the cusp right now. They've got two other teams to deal with. They want to get to that at least that number 4 spot so they can host tonight's officials for this men's game. Lane Barney, Nick Shields, and Fred B. And the starting five for both of these teams for UCCS: Dalton Walker, Ian McDonald, Isaiah Shobi Wilson, Duron Clark, and Paneet Wang. For CSU Pueblo, the starters: Donovan Oldham, Tyson Gilbert, Jordan Phillips, Corey Singh, and Jason Anderson. Mountain Lions of UCCS coached by Jeff Culver, and CSU Pueblo is coached by Ralph Turner. Getting set for action here at the Lions Den in Colorado Springs. Glad you could join us for the second game of a doubleheader. Mountain Lions, they won both games last weekend. Looking to go for 3 in a row here tonight. And Mountain Lions win the tip. And Isaiah Wilson, he knows he filled in nicely for the injured Elijah Ross, and he's going to get a lot more minutes because of that. Deadeye, Dalton Walker from outside. Got it! Boom! From outside. Great. Like an old West gunfighter, Walker hits early.
Great way to start the game for Dalton Walker. That's great to see. And, you know, a different lineup again with Isaiah in the starting lineup for Elijah. And obviously Brandon Malone being down now, but good take there by Anderson. But good start by Mountain Lions. Good response there by CSU Pueblo.
Yep. Jason Anderson. He is a 6'8", 220-pound junior from Colorado Springs, went to Doherty High School, transferred from the Air Force Academy.
Right. Great prep career here in town. And
Spartans have, for men's and women's, have put out some good basketball players.
Very good, very good.
So it's 3-2, just like that. CSU, Thunderwolves, and Mountain Lions. Isaiah Wilson bringing it down the floor.
Good to see Ian McDonald back. He got back into the swing of it last weekend, but he's a role player. Great take there by Padilla Wang to the hoop.
Paneet Wang, he is a difference maker, the junior at Overland High School. And he gets a chance to capitalize on a three-point play. Nice feed, as you said, by Ian McDonald underneath.
And he's a player that, again, we talk about him a lot doing the little things. He's somebody who didn't have a lot of baskets, but he had a huge putback against Shadron. Because we were getting back in the game. He's the guy that usually is the one who's getting rebounds, making great passes, and just a senior leader that Mountain Lions are happy that he's back in the lineup.
Yep. Got to have that leadership, especially when you're going down the stretch into the postseason. Anderson matching up on McDonald.
Good D
and
there.
A steal, and that's going to be Isaiah Wilson. Good job on the Mountain Lions. All the way up to Paneet Wang. Inside to McDonald. Duron Clark, the freshman, outside.
Shot.
Booyah! Got it! 2 threes in a row. And just like that, the Mountain Lions are catching fire.
And a nice job there, just making the extra pass. Tough throw ahead, but Mountain Lions make the extra pass. Duron Clark wide open, knocks down a big 3.
Yep. Driving inside is Donovan Oldham. He is a kid out of
good
Rampart High School.
Yeah, I'm not going to root for the Rams tonight, but shout out to the Rampart High School. Good shot.
Ooh, in and out. Walker, that one had a chance. Little too much on it. Bringing it down is Tyson Gilbert. He's out of Highlands Ranch, Rock Canyon High School.
When a neat thing about this game is a lot of Colorado Springs, a lot of front range players on this Pueblo team. UCCS obviously has a lot of that as well. A lot of these players grew up playing against each other. You know, I've on the prep circuit here in town. You know, Doherty, Rampart. There's a Sand Creek High School kid on the Pueblo team. So a lot of local talent on this Pueblo team, and I know there's a lot of these players that go way back.
Oh yeah. Isaiah Clausel Reese out of Palmer, B.J. Hardy, Doherty, Donovan Oldham, Rampart, and the list goes on. Shot up and there, grabbing the rebound. He plays on different springs, and that's Panit Wang. And the foul on Dalton Walker.
Good job of running the court by Walker. And that's, again, Mountain Lions are, you know, playing a little bit smaller than Pueblo right now. Anderson's obviously going to be a banger in there for Pueblo. But Mountain Lions look to see them do that, where they're going to push the pace, run the floor. I mean, right now Dalton Walker's really playing that 4 position for Mountain Lions, so he's going to be a tough matchup because we just saw he can shoot it already.
Walker hits. Well, you were not lying, Nate, when you talked about the amount of Colorado Springs players for CSU Pueblo. Bryson Benedict from Pueblo County. You've got Whitefield, Sierra, Mesa Ridge. Keeping it local. Drive it inside. Ooh, and Dalton Walker closes the door on CSU Pueblo. Long shot outside. It is good. And that's Jordan Phillips out of Sand Creek High School. It's a 10-6 ball game. Mountain Lions lead. Just underway in the first half. Glad you could join us for college basketball in Colorado Springs. Panit Wang with the ball. Nice pass by Panit Wang. And Deron Clark thought he got fouled underneath, but good defensive play by CSUP.
I thought it was a clean block. I mean, Deron gets the backdoor cut. Nice pass there, but CSU Pueblo does a nice job recovering there. I think that was a clean block on Deron.
He had the big game-tying shot last Saturday night.
Great shot there.
Shot underneath by CSU Pueblo, and that was Corey Singh, Thunder Ridge High School.
Pueblo so far has shown they can make some tough baskets. Nothing's coming real easy for them, but they're knocking down shots, and 2-point ball game now here early in this game.
And Mountain Lions need this game big time. And it's a steal.
Play there.
And Donovan Oldham, the Rampart product, gets the steal. Drive it inside, kicks it out. Anderson from way outside, off the rim. And Isaiah Shobi Wilson comes up the floor. He'll slow it up. Deron Clark from outside, off the rim. Rebound, Tyson Gilbert. Oldham with the ball, matched up on Walker. Oldham will put it up, and he'll get it. Good take by Oldham.
A fast pace, I mean, up and down so far for both these teams. I think we can expect that. We saw a lot of that when we were down at their place a few weeks back. This tempo can get pushed really quick. Both teams will want to get out and run.
And Titus Reed, Blend of Dilly, and Wyatt Dolberry will check in momentarily for the Mountain Lions. Wilson with the ball for UCCS. Inside, had a good look, just not enough, but it comes back. Deron Clark will set up, off. Anderson will get the rebound for CSUP. Here they come, down the floor. Knocked away by Panit Wang! Out of nowhere, this shot is short.
That's Panit Wang with the rebound. Block now for Padilla, just kind of coming out of nowhere on that one. And just an explosive athlete from Padilla. We've seen him make that play a lot, especially in this gym. He comes out of nowhere with a big block or a big dunk.
One phrase comes to mind when you see him play, it's wingspan.
Yes.
I mean, he just comes out of nowhere. Down the floor, 15-25 and counting. We are tied at 10. CSUP, there's the bucket. And that's Jordan Phillips.
Another nice play from Phillips there, getting to the basket. Not much Mountain Lions could do with that, and Pueblo now they go up by 2.
Mountain Lions need this win, tied with 2 other teams with an 11-6 conference record. Turnover, but Panit Wang gets it back.
That's 2 times now. Pueblo does a nice job of getting the deflection or steal, but doesn't finish the play to get the turnover.
So it'll be a timeout on the court. We'll take a quick one as well. 14:52 left in the first half. Pretty evenly matched game. UCCS down by 2 to CSU Pueblo, the Thunderwolves. He's Nate Gibson. I'm George Holden, your voice for Mountain Lion Basketball. You're watching and listening to NCAA Division II Hoops in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference right here at the Lions Den in Colorado Springs. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Here we go. Welcome back to Gallagher Events Center. We got a good one. He's Nate Gibson. I'm George Holden. And 40-minute drive, hop, skip, and jump south, and that's CSU Pueblo. And this has turned into a pretty good rivalry.
Mountain Lions looking for a quick one here with 4, 3, 2 on the shot clock. Tough shot by Avdili, but it's just got to go up there by Blend. Good defense by Pueblo.
Blend of Dilly, he's been a streaky shooter.
Yeah, and you know, he started off this season hot. He's kind of been in a little bit of a cold spell, but if he breaks out, watch out. Good shot there by Pueblo again.
And that's number 13, Dalen Jackson from Mesa Ridge High School here in Colorado Springs. And a foul.
Again, Titus Reed, he's the run-out man on this one, but Mountain Lions looking to push the pace, and Titus Reed, the benefactor there, he's going to get to the line now for 2.
Titus Reed, he's a sophomore guard forward, 6'5", out of Chatfield High School.
He's somebody now with some injuries for the Mountain Lions who's going to see some more time and need him to step up in a big way. Hit a couple shots last weekend, but he's somebody that he's going to draw the biggest and toughest matchup defensively on the other end, and kind of in that Brandon Malone role, we need Titus to be able to lock down that other team. He's
a young player, Nate. He's getting thrown to the Wolves early.
That's right. Well, and
it's the best way to learn.
So far, he's been up for it, and we need him now. He's got to do it versus just trying to throw him in and seeing what he's got. We need him to step up.
I agree. Perform and produce. A nice little hanging jumper there. That's Gavin Liggett from Lyman, Colorado.
Yeah, Pueblo hot, but Mountain Lions just not contesting quite like they need to.
Dolberry. And it'll stay with UCCS, but trying to knife in for the steal was Harvey Barr.
Just a tough pass there to receive. Dolberry did everything he could just to kind of almost box the Pueblo player out.
Reed, nice pass into Avdili. Avdili looking for help. 6 on the shot clock underneath to Dolberry. Kicks it out.
Fine.
Isaiah Wilson. Shots off.
Good
rebound to Ron Clark. Titus Reed for 3.
Got
it! Titus Reed buries it from way outside. 1-point game.
And just a nice job of getting that offensive board by Deron Clark, keeping it alive. Good contest there, but a better shot from Pueblo. Pueblo on fire right now.
Cade Carroll from Buena Vista, the Buena Vista Demons.
I think he broke all sorts of records at Buena Vista. I remember that name.
Yep.
Good player for that.
They've had some good ball players come out of there. Wyatt Dolberry out of Texas comes up, and he's
good block.
And if Tilly came flying in to knock it away, Isaiah Wilson will check out. Panit Wang in. Deron Clark out. Titus Reed out. Actually, Titus Reed's still in. Dalton Walker tried to help his teammates keep their composure a little bit out here. He's the elder statesman.
And Pueblo definitely with a small lineup with one big on the court at the moment.
In and out. Fought for, and Dolberry will come down with it. Gets it to Panit Wang. Battle Lions down by 4. Dalton Walker thought about it. He's going to drive, loses it.
Loose ball, yeah. Pueblo comes out with it.
And that's B.J. Hardy. And stolen by Padit Wang.
Padilla is off camera, but he got tied up with 32 from Pueblo. Comes all the way back to steal and then gets the assist up to head to Blend of Dilly. They got tangled up in the backcourt, and Padilla, Johnny on the spot there. The ball gets thrown right to him.
Yep.
That's a good rebound
down by Dolberry, and a foul that'll go against CSU Pueblo. Dolberry's done a good job filling in the paint, and he's actually given up weight under there as well.
You know, just as a young player, he's got a bright future for the Mountain Lions, and another player is going to get more minutes based on these lineups, and somebody that down the stretch is going to have to play big for Mountain Lions underneath, who's probably going to give up some weight and some size, but Jeff Culver's asking him to play a lot more 5.
Yep. He's 6'7", 210. He's a freshman. He'll just get better. Padit Wang wanted to go inside. Back to Dilly. 13 on the shot clock. 12 minutes on the game clock. First half. Dalton Walker pulls up.
Shot.
Got it! Deadeye Dalton Walker. It's another big 3, and they needed that. They're down by 1.
Encouraging there for Mountain Lions, as Dalton's the type of guy, again, another big-time scorer if he gets going.
Yep.
That's the type of offensive threat Mountain Lions need.
I want to remember properly, I think CSU Pueblo in this gym last year, he had a monster night against them.
He did, and unfortunately it was in the loss, but Dalton had a big night.
Here comes Padit directing traffic. He's going to weave his way through and makes it look easy.
Good defense, kind of pulled the chair there on Padit. I think he was expecting contact, didn't get it.
And the shot up, Padit comes back at the other end. Ed Burke on the floor now.
A lot of contact there from Ed, but he did well. Ooh, Ed running the court up and down. He's all involved in those plays, but timeout now.
On the floor. It's a 1-point game. Mountain Lions regain the advantage. If you look at the records of both of these teams, UCCS 11-6 in conference, CSU Pueblo 4-13. CSU Pueblo is not playing like a 4-13 team right now.
No, and I always say throw the records out the window whenever UCCS and CSU Pueblo match up in any sport. It's a rivalry. There's more on the line. Like we've talked about, a lot of these players grew up together. You know, it's a 40-minute drive between the two schools, and so always a lot on the line, so throw the records out. And, you know, this is surprising. I think the league overall is surprised with the talent the CSU Pueblo team has.
Yes.
That, you know, they are 4-13, so I don't think anybody is sleeping on them, though, with the talent that they've got. And Mountain Lions, I mean, this is a good game so far. This is a battle with one of the top teams in the RMAC, and huge playoff implications for Mountain Lions.
Playoff-type mentality for the Mountain Lions. You look at the RMAC standings, folks. If you pull it up, School of Mines, they are the only undefeated team in conference play. They're 17-0. Make a note of this. The last regular season game, these Mountain Lions will be in Golden to take on. They played them earlier in this gym this season and had a really good chance of beating them. So they are more than capable of beating. They're 20-3 overall, but they're the benchmark of the RMAC right now.
That's right, and they've been that way. They've been one of the top teams in the RMAC for a long time. They're having another great season, but I think UCCS, we feel like when we're playing our best, we can compete with anybody, but Pueblo's feeling that way again too tonight.
Yep. So Titus Reed back to action. He'll get it to Padit. Padit through the legs.
So quick.
Yes, Dalton Walker drives, fade away. Got it! And Dalton Walker's starting to heat up here in the Lions' Den.
And that's a great part of his game that he doesn't always get a lot of credit for, but they've got to come out and guard him now. So a couple dribbles and then a nice little fadeaway jumper. Tough. I mean, if he's hitting those shots, he's impossible to guard.
Yep.
Good contest there by Deron Clark too.
Ed Bornsberg rips down the rebound. Padit Wang. Walker inside to Burke. Burke looking for help. Spin, back out to Padit. Works it around. 16 on the shot clock. Walker on the far side. Kicks it inside. Burke with a little shot off the rim. Clark tried to come in, got a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be CSUP ball. Isaiah Shelby-Wilson, he'll check in for Titus Reed.
Good minutes there by Titus Reed. Hit a 3, hit a couple free throws. Nice minutes from him. Good to see that from Titus early.
Impressed with Isaiah Wilson, how he has filled in admirably for the injured Elijah Ross. Elijah Ross should be back down the road. He was going to take this weekend off just to heal a little more. Oldham inside, gets the bucket. He makes it look easy when he drives inside.
Yeah, I think Isaiah down the stretch is going to be a key to this team's success, stepping into that point guard role. And, I mean, for the Mountain Lions, this is likely the future. I mean, Isaiah's the point guard of the future with Elijah graduating and Brandon graduating. So Great minutes for him, but important ones as Mountain Lions lead it. Good
Walker
rebound
off.
there.
Padit,
Way
great
to get
position, gets the board! Oh!
Dunk.
Padit Wing drops the hammer with the two-handed dunk.
Well, and I don't know if he got up higher on the rebound or on the dunk. He got off the court and high for that rebound, and then a big dunk from Padit Wang.
He's able to get to the air, get back on the hardwood, and gather himself, and just an amazing athlete.
Just explosive athlete. He's a kid. In fact, he's a high jumper on our track team, too. I mean, just...
He's graceful.
Yes.
He's very graceful.
Effortless, explosive,
what a nice
athlete.
kid to chat with, too.
Oh, yeah.
Smart kid, just real kind of quiet.
Yep.
He's got that air of confidence. He's not cocky. He's just very confident, knows when he steps on the floor, he's the guy.
That's right.
Anderson. Shot clock at 3 for CSUP. And a steal by Deron Clark. And they want to run. He's pushing it all the way to Burke. Burke! Boom! And boards Burke said, I'm going to get in on this action. Gets the dunk.
And a great job there for Deron with the steal and then drawing the defense, making the extra pass, and the easy dunk as we get the Aussie cheer from the stands.
Yep. Checking in number 5, Gavin Leggett from Lyman, Colorado. For CSU Pueblo, he'll check in for Jordan Phillips. Ian McDonald, he'll check back in for UCCS. Good minutes by Ed Burke.
Good minutes. And I think that he doesn't show it. He doesn't complain about it. He's been a little banged up of late, but good minutes there. And again, a depth player that has started a lot of games for the Mountain Lions, but good minutes there by him off the bench here today.
Knows his role.
Absolutely.
It does it well. Whistle on the floor, the officials. Call underneath.
We saw that earlier when McDonald was in the game. That's a tough matchup against, one of the better posts in the conference with Anderson. But Ian, he's up for the task, but don't want to let him get into foul trouble. That's only one early, but
Padit Wang and Oldham, that's a good matchup.
Good matchup. Two good athletes there.
Hustle versus bustle, right?
Yeah.
Back up top, Anderson all by his lonesome. In, out, Padit Wang. Who else with the rebound? Here come the Mountain Lions. They lead by 5. And Padit, he'll draw the foul. Padit Wang is one of these players that I've seen in this conference. When he's one-on-one and he decides to go to the basket, he's extremely hard to stop.
No doubt. I don't know if there's anybody, when he's got a full head of steam, that's going to get in front of him and stop it. And we see a lot of that when he goes to the basket. Not a lot you can do other than just foul him.
And a pretty good free throw shooter, I might add.
Good pass. Good inbounds played. Tough catch.
Clark inside the blend of Dilly. He's matched up on Oldham. Blend of Dilly.
Yes.
Oh, he had it. And coming down with the rebound is Oldham for CSUP.
Tough one for Blend. He's just looking to get going, but just a tough play by him.
Anderson inside. They're going to call the foul. I think that's going to go on Oldham. So he's had some quick fouls.
Well, just kind of a tough play there. McDonald's trying to front Anderson there. Good pass, but good job of recovery. And it's kind of a bailout call there. Not a lot of contact, but enough for the officials to make that call. So Anderson's going to get 2 out of it.
It's going to be tough too, Nate, when you look at with Oldham and Anderson are a handful inside. So you've got Burke and McDonald, and these guys are going to those minutes they get. It's a matter of that's that fine line of being assertive and aggressive, but not getting into foul trouble.
That's right. Well, now that's 2 on McDonald here in the last couple possessions. So Dolberry checks back in. You're right. You're right. Early in the game, we're going to need McDonald down the stretch. Can't have him in foul trouble.
Nope. Here comes Isaiah Wilson. Mountain Lions by 4. 7:55 left in this first half of play. Deron Clark underneath to Dolberry. Good pass. And Dolberry, the little left-handed shot, does it. It bounces off the back of the rim. Rebound, Tyson Gilbert. Anderson will set up for 3. Got it! The big guy.
Good shot there by Anderson. That's a big guy that can step out and shoot it.
6'8", 220. Played a little ball at the Air Force Academy. Wyatt Dolberry, back to Wilson. 1-point game. Dolberry will put it up.
The shot.
Got it! Wyatt Dolberry making his presence known here at the Lions Den.
Well, and I think as the Mountain Lions in the future, we're going to see Dolberry play a lot more of that 3-4 role because he can do just that. He can step out and make a shot on you.
Oldham.
Good take.
And Oldham finds that spot when he drives to the right side and just a little bit of a roller off the glass. makes his impact. 2-point lead. And both these teams have eyeballed each other for the majority of this first half. The three, rebound Anderson. All the way up. CSUP, and
no call there. Could have been a charge, could have been a block, but didn't call anything.
Yep. Long off the rim. Nope, it'll go Thunderwolf way.
Tough so far for Mountain Lions from three. Just haven't quite found it consistently other than what we've seen from Walker. But a couple of open looks by Mountain Lions couldn't knock them down, but 2-point game now. Yep,
it's still a close one. 29-27, Mountain Lions lead the Thunderwolves. We'll take a quick break. 6:28 left in this very hard-fought, competitive first half. He's Nate Gibson. I'm George Holden, your voice for Mountain Lion basketball at Gallagher Event Center and UCCS in Colorado Springs. You're watching and listening to NCAA Division II basketball in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a bit. Here we go. CSUP with the ball back to UCCS. They're down CSUP by 2. They can tie it on this possession. No one has taken real command of this basketball game in the first half. Both teams have been trading shots back and forth down the floor.
Mountain Lions there looking for an answer against Anderson. He's got 7 early. It's Ed Burke's turn now to guard him, and that's going to be a big key. Can the Mountain Lions find a way to slow Anderson down?
That's exactly it. 21 Jordan Phillips checks in for the Thunderwolves. Thunderwolves inbound all the way. Ooh, and good catch. Save there by CSUP. They feed inside to Anderson and Burke the matchup. Anderson forcing it and gets it.
Tough bucket there by Anderson, but just overpowers Burke there. Burke's, I'm sure, thinking about not picking up another foul there. But Anderson, tough matchup so far for the Mountain Lions. He's got 9.
Walker, he's hit some big shots in this first half, and he's going to be counted on down the stretch. Inside to Burke, Anderson, and Burke had the shot, rebound, pulled down by Phillips.
That's a few now at the rim. The Mountain Lions have gotten there to the spot, but just couldn't convert.
Yep,
that's one we see Ed hit all the time. He just didn't fall for him.
Yep, and you tend to call those ones gimmies.
Gimmies.
And Anderson from way outside. Whether Anderson's in the paint or outside the three-point line, he's devastating so far.
He's having a night. Like we keep bringing up Anderson's name. Bet he's got some friends and family in the crowd. And he's having a big-time night so far for Pueblo.
Titus Reed, in and out, and Anderson with the rebound. Gilbert will bring it down and set up shot for CSUP. He'll drive inside, uses the elbow.
Mountain Lions now 5 for 14 from 3, so not terrible, but also not the start they were looking for.
We have seen this Mountain Lion team late in the second half of games, especially in home games, this season, hit some big three-point shots in waves. They've just been that kind of ball club.
And like we saw last weekend, at times there were moments where this Mountain Lion team was unstoppable, and then times where
they may stop themselves.
Yeah, they really did, but the fight never left this team, and they kept battling back. And
well, last Saturday night they find themselves down by 17 and come back and press it and win. And that was a physical game with Shadron State.
It was, and Mountain Lions didn't back down and hit some huge shots down the stretch. But you would have loved it. Mountain Lions play that way the entire game and run away with it.
Absolutely. Walker thought about it. He'll pull it back. Petit Wang through the legs. He'll set back up top. Clark, the talented freshman out of Texas. Reed's going to drive inside, and he'll get the foul. And the foul's going to go on Anderson, the big guy. So nice drive inside by Titus Reed.
Yeah, an aggressive play. I mean, he is shot early. This is his second time now getting back to the free throw line. So good aggressive play by Titus Reed to now get two free ones at the line.
Has got the first one. Checking back in for CSUP, number 24, Cade Carroll. And Titus Reed with the second attempt at the free throw line. He'll knock them both down. Substitution, Blend of Dilly will come in for Titus Reed. Of Dilly, like you had talked about, alluded to earlier, Nate, is earlier in the season he had some monster nights, hitting some big shots. He was effective inside, and a little bit of a dry spell, but he's looking to find his groove again. Yeah,
I'd really like to see him, especially on a night like tonight against Pueblo, to really get going, because he's a special player that maybe hasn't been playing up to his capabilities of late, but watch out when he gets going.
Oldham outside.
Good rebound.
Pulled down by Dalton Walker. Good position and snatches it out of the air. Blend of Dilly. Down the floor to Padit. Padit for three. Off the rip. Burke knocks it away, but Phillips comes down with it. And he wants to go coast to coast.
Tough call there. Padit's looking for the jump ball. I thought it might have been, but I think just a little too much contact there by Padit.
Jordan Phillips now on the line, shooting 2.
So Phillips will go to the line from Sand Creek High School, a transfer out of Florida Atlantic. Sophomore. Misses the first one.
Now checking in for the Thunderbirds, number 4.
And Isaiah Wilson, he'll check back in. And for CSU Pueblo, number 40, Jonathan Hall will check in. He's from England. He's 6'11", 260. So there's some size underneath for CSU Pueblo. Dolberry, the young guy, he's going to get tested. And so far, he has produced results.
Absolutely.
Shot falls on the second one, 1 of 2 that time for Phillips. Clock closing in on 4 minutes left in the first half here at the Lions' Den.
Mountain Lions now in the bonus, so any foul is going to get him to the line. Good shot there by Walker.
Dalton Walker, the dead-eye from outside again. He has hit some huge three-pointers in this first half, absolutely. And his team down by 1.
He's putting the Mountain Lion offense on his back. He's having a big game, and I believe that's his 12th point now in the first half, and all big shots. Good job there. Offensive foul.
Offensive foul.
Good position by Clark there.
Hey, Clark, boy, did you talk about the guy's a freshman from San Antonio, Texas. He's been a starter several games this season. What a bright future he's got here.
No doubt. I mean, he's somebody that really has the attention of Mountain Lion fans, and as a young player, still a lot to learn, but the talent is unquestionable.
It's there.
He's got a bright future if he continues to progress. Watch out, Armac. He's somebody that's going to have the experience with that talent. He could be one of the best we've ever had.
I agree. Want to remind you that if you like Mountain Lion sports here at UCCS, that UCCS is part of an RMAC-wide agreement with Stretch Internet as the designated streaming partner. All games are available for free and can be viewed on desktop, mobile devices, and the RMAC Network app channel through Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire TV. UCCS will also make select home games available on social media networks, including Facebook Live, Twitter via Periscope, and or YouTube. George Holden, your voice for Mountain Lion basketball, along with the athletic director here at the University of Colorado Springs, Nate Gibson, having fun, getting it done, calling some basketball here. And second game tonight, that first one, the women's game, an exciting, entertaining game, but went by extremely quick. It just didn't seem like there was a lot of, the game had good flow. It was competitive. A lot of times, you'll have a lot of fouls and a lot of whistles. We didn't have that first game.
No, just a really good basketball game, and fortunately, Mountain Lions came out on the wrong side of it. But yeah, you're right. That was a competitive playoff-type basketball game.
Yep. But the Mountain Lions very much still in it. Off the hands of Deron Clark. He just didn't look ready for that. You can tell by the look on Dalton Walker's face. He's going, we just let one get away.
Yeah, tough out of a timeout there.
Oldham. Bounce pass inside to the big fella. Hall. And turns around and gets it.
If he's going to make that shot, that's going to be tough. I mean, if he's going to get to that spot and make a left-handed hook shot, that's a tough make and a tough position for the defender.
Good defense by CSU Pueblo.
Yeah, they're keying on Walker big time right now. Good move.
Dolberry.
No call, though.
No call, but Dolberry, boy, you look at Wyatt Dolberry. He's 6'7", 210, playing against Jonathan Hall right now, 6'11", 260. So what a great test for him.
That's right, and that was a great move. I thought he got fouled. The refs disagreed with me, but Dolberry step out now for the three.
Dolberry in and out.
Good job by Blend to battle there. He's going to get that, pick up that foul call now. And I think that puts UCCS in the bonus.
Blend of Dilly, headsy play by of Dilly. He's a junior. He's got another year. Panit Wang, a junior. Reed and Wilson are sophomores. Kelly, a junior. Young, they've got some young talent, but they have young talent on this team that's had valuable playing minutes.
Absolutely.
Dilly will try to cut the deficit. Gets the roll on the first one.
Sometimes I like that for Blend, getting to the free throw line. Sometimes you just need to see one go through.
I think so.
Get to the line, see it go through, remember what that feels like, and
find your shot.
Find your shot. That's right.
There it is.
Good job,
Dilly gets them both. So back to 1 point. 2:52 remaining in the first half here. This has been a slugfest with the Thunderwolves and the Mountain Lions. Neither team backing off an inch. Hall with the ball. Working on Dolberry. Back up top. Long range shot. It's off. Hall gets the rebound. The feed underneath. And the putback by Kate Carroll.
Yeah, Carroll just found a way to get that ball up between three Mountain Lions. Tough rebound there.
Dolberry with the ball. Wilson, the little shot, and had a good look, but it'll go back Thunderwolf way.
And so far, Mountain Lions, just some of those shots we saw fall last weekend just aren't falling for him. That's Isaiah. I don't think he missed but maybe one shot in the second half against Shadron last week, and doing a good job at getting to his position, but just not falling for him right now.
CSUP, they'll work it around. Long range three. In-out Hall there again for the Thunderwolves. And underneath this time, Blend of Dilly steals it.
Good job by Blend by not giving up on that play and staying in the mix.
Clark out to Wilson, out on the left wing. And they'll call a timeout. We'll take a quick one as well. 1:44 left in the first half. It's a 3-point game. Mountain Lions down to CSU Pueblo. He's Nate Gibson. I'm George Holden, your voice for Mountain Lion basketball, NCAA Division II hoops, in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference right here in Colorado Springs. Stick with us. We'll be back in just a quick. So here we go. Welcome back. 1:44 left in the first half of play at the Lions' Den. Mountain Lions with the ball. Isaiah Wilson. A little quiet in this first half.
Work the ball into Dalton Walker here out of the timeout. Shot clock running down though now.
3 seconds on the shot clock. Wilson. And he'll draw the foul.
Good job there by Isaiah, just kind of being heads up. Whatever they drew up in the timeout just wasn't there. Looked like they were trying to post up Walker. Wasn't there. Isaiah does a nice job. Kind of gets bailed out there by the referee. Now he's going to get 1-and-1.
Burke will check in for Ian McDonald.
Good response now that Anderson's back in. Probably trying to get Burke. McDonald's got 2 fouls, so don't want to have him pick up his third here late, especially with Anderson being back. Put the bigger body Burke in there to battle with Anderson.
Ed Burke, over the holidays, had a chance to meet his parents. You did. They were here in town,
folks.
and just loved to listen to those guys talk. Ed Burke from Australia, and what a great kid. Smart kid, hard player. And gets them both, and these teams have been seesaw all night long. And I'm expecting somebody to really get in the driver's seat in the second half.
I hope so, and I hope the Mountain Lions will find a way to just not have any more of those lulls. Another open shot there by Anderson, that's off. But yeah, you're right. Every time somebody goes on a run, there's a response, and that's why we have ourselves a 1-point ball game right now.
Dilly back up top. Burke sets up off the back of the rim. Rebound by Corey Singh. Here comes CSUP. Under a minute to play, first half. Offensive foul called on CSU Pueblo and Mountain Lions. That's big. They get the ball back, only down by 1.
Good job by Ed there, just running down to his spot, getting in position, getting out of the restricted area, and then anticipating that and taking on the charge. Good job there. Otherwise, that's an easy layup and potentially an and one.
Isaiah Wilson brings it down. Shot clock at 27, game clock at 54. Wilson.
A foul.
And off the rim. Had a chance. That one won't fall, but he will go to the line. 50.1 seconds left in the first half. Burke, that was quick. Didn't even have time to sit down. He'll go back in.
Offense, defense, or something like that, but good job there by Wilson looking for his offense. And just so quick, so shifty, tough to guard, and he got to that, trying to get to that teardrop and gets hit on the arm.
He's done a really solid job. His performances last week stepped up big time. 3 words come to mind: whatever it takes.
That's right, whatever it takes.
And Mountain Lions, they regain the lead by 1. And here comes CSUP, bringing it down. Dalen Jackson out on the right wing. They try to feed it beside to Anderson and Burke. That's the matchup.
They're running Walker at him, but that's going to give up an open shot.
Shot is off.
Going to be off.
Rebound Burke
there
to Clark. Jeff Culver making sure his guys are set and they know where to go. Under 30 seconds. Mountain Lions lead by 1, but they want to add 19 on the shot clock. They can milk it here. Ron Clark. Burke spins underneath. Clark.
Tough shot.
The shot in, out, and off the hands of Ed Burke with 12.5 seconds left in the first half.
Aggressive look there by Clark. You like that, and got to a good spot, just couldn't knock it down. But now Pueblo with the last possession. See if Mountain Lions can take this 1-point lead into half.
5 seconds left in the half. 2 seconds. CSU Pueblo, they tried. Oh, it's a stuff.
Good block there.
Dilly with good defense, and we are 1 and done. 1 half in the books. Mountain Lions of UCCS, they lead. It's a slim one, 40-39 over the CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves. George Holden along with Nate Gibson here at the Lions Den, a.k.a. Gallagly Event Center in Colorado Springs, and enjoyed a double dose of college basketball here. And first half's in the books, and we talked about it. You look at, this is kind of a hustle versus muscle game. CSU Pueblo, they're big. They got a lot of beef inside, and they've worked that to their advantage. UCCS is able to keep pace. They lead by 1. Nate, what does Jeff Culver say to his bunch in the locker room in order for them to really pull away and get a much-needed win here tonight?
I think they, in a lot of ways, offensively, they need to keep with what they're doing. They're getting the shots they want. They're just not falling. There's some threes that we've been hitting in recent weeks that haven't knocked down, but they got to stick with that. That's the offense. They need to play fast with good flow, good ball movement, and then defensively, got to find an answer for Anderson. He's been, like you said, just an unguardable force inside. We've seen him hit some shots outside, so got to find an answer for him. Otherwise, he's already had a big half. We've got to limit his production in the second half.
Yep, and you're looking for the Mountain Lions. Isaiah Wilson, he's done a pretty good job. He's been kind of quiet, hasn't scored a lot of points. He's done what's been asked of him in this first half. For me right now, Walker and Weg right now are the ones that are really finding ways to get inside, hit big shots, make plays. I would look for one of those two or both of those guys late in the second half to really make a push and try to put the nail in the coffin.
And Dalton Walker's he's got 12 points in the half. I mean, just had a big half for Mountain Lions, so definitely somebody that's going to have to step up offensively. But great half, good basketball. We'll see what the second half has in store.
Yep, this is as entertaining as the first game was. The Lady Mountain Lions, they fell in a close one to CSU Pueblo, and right now, UCCS, the men's team, they lead 40-39. They are one of 3 teams with an 11-6 record in the RMAC. They need that 4th seed, and it could start this weekend by a big win here tonight. So he's Alex Gibson, the AD here, and I'm George Holden, the voice of Mountain Lion basketball. Glad you could join us. We're at halftime, got about 13:09 and counting. Do what you got to do, get a snack, whatever it is, but come back. This should be a lot of high-octane, high-energy basketball here in the second half between 2 rival basketball teams. You're watching and listening to NCAA Division II Hoops in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference right here in Colorado Springs at UCCS. We'll be back. Stick with us just a little bit.
The mountain lion is one of the strongest members of the feline family. The average mountain lion lives 5 times a day and consumes up to 3 times its weight in protein. It shares many characteristics with its domestic counterparts, the good and the bad. UCCS. Find your inner mountain lion. majestic mountain lion, the perfect combination of size and deadly agility. This big cat is capable of speeds of 40 to 50 miles per hour, when properly motivated. UCCS, find your inner mountain lion.
beat.
the beat.
Here we go, getting set for second half action here again at the Lions Den in Colorado Springs, UCCS. He's Nate Gibson. I'm George Holden. Hope you had fun for this first half. It's a 1-point game, and we're getting set for second half action. This one, by and large, should come down to the wire. Donovan Oldham, as we talked about earlier in the broadcast, a lot of players on this floor from Colorado Springs and Pueblo, so homecoming for a little bit of some of these guys. And bragging rights. Long shot off Panit Wang. And we talked about it, Nate. Panit Wang and Dalton Walker are going to have a monster second half here.
Well, you look at what Walker was able to do, 4 for 6 from the field, 3 for 5 from three-point, 12 total points. I mean, he was the offensive threat for the Mountain Lions.
Isaiah Shobi Wilson sets up, trying to get something going. Shot clock at 9. They got to hurry. McDonald will step up. He's got it! Ian McDonald strokes the shot.
Brings the rain when he shoots it, too. It's just a high arcing shot. Nice job for you.
Yeah. Comes to work every night.
Does so many things for this team.
Now, CSU
tough battle underneath. They're looking for Anderson.
Yep.
Ian's battling in there.
McDonald with 2 fouls. Anderson puts it up, and he is just a handful to deal with underneath.
Mountain Lions even ran Isaiah just for the double team there, but Anderson just too much.
So Isaiah Wilson with the ball. They've got a 1-point lead. Walker by himself. He'll get it. He gets the roll.
Shooter's touch there. That's the type of night he's having. Now he's 4 for 6 from 3 now with that. Good find there. as Walker was wide open top of the key.
Deadeye Dalton living up to his name. He's hit some big shots. McDonald tries to go for the steal. Good effort defensively, but again, got to make sure he stays out of foul trouble. And it'll be CSUP ball. Tyson Gilbert inbound. Kicks it back outside. Deron Clark. Anderson hands off.
Good
Phillips.
defense there by Deron.
And gets it done. Deron Clark and Petit Wang up the court in a hurry.
Walker wide open.
Set up. Got it! Dalton Walker is feeling it. And he's catching fire here in the Lions Den.
Good find there on the fast break. But again, Walker wide open. Part of that's out the transition. Pueblo player wasn't able to get back. Mountain Lions take advantage, and Walker gets a wide open three.
Yep. And Walker hits a big one. It's a 7-point lead just underway in the second half. And Nate, we talked about it, about certain guys having to step up. You've got Brandon Malone and Elijah Ross that are not active. Elijah Ross should be back. Brandon Malone, for all intents and purposes, look like that's not going to happen for him. But the guys that have stepped up off the bench, the rotation by Jeff Culver, now they're starting to heat up a little bit here in the second half. So whatever was said in the locker room at halftime, it's working.
No doubt, and the defensive effort's been there. Obviously, Anderson's going to be the player that Mountain Lions are going to have to deal with, but so far so good on a few possessions there. Good possessions offensively for Mountain Lions. And obviously Dalton Walker starting where he left off with some big shots here in the second half. Just
opening in the second half, Mountain Lions on an 8-2 run right now. And Walker and Wang, I have a feeling, down the stretch, they're the guys that they're going to look at. Deron Clark, again, he's a freshman out of San Antonio, Texas. He's been a starter most of the season. But a lot of times I've watched him play. He is a young guy, but you forget he's a freshman because he plays at a junior, senior level, just with his talent alone.
Absolutely. He's getting that experience to go along with that talent. And he's somebody that, watch out if he gets going. And I think Pueblo, they've been keying on Deron a little bit early. You can see they've got a lot of guys running, knowing that he's a shooter, and that's created opportunities for other people. But, I mean, Dalton Walker now, 18 points in the game, 5 of 7 from 3. If he keeps this going, he's going to have a night to remember here in the Gallagher Event Center.
I would agree. Oldham matched up on Petit Wang.
Good pass.
Tries to feed underneath to Anderson and loses control, and it'll go Mountain Lion way. Good job by Ian McDonald.
Yeah, just good recovery. Defense kind of scrambling a little bit, but recovered there on Oldham. And then Anderson just couldn't quite handle that pass. Good defense there by Mountain Lions.
Petit back up to McDonald to Deron Clark on the left wing. Back to Isaiah Wilson. Nothing there. Shot clock at 15. Walker, he'll set up for 3. Off the back of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Phillips.
Good
Here comes
contest
CSUP.
there by Anderson. Walker was pulling that no matter what. Good shot there. Big dunk.
Phillips with the follow and the dunk for the Thunderwolves. They pull within 5.
Big dunk there on the putback. That's just the dream scenario. Not that I would know. I can't get up like
Me either.
that. That's a dream putback. Big dunk.
McDonald.
Good tip out there by Walker. Isaiah Johnny on the spot.
Shelby Wilson. He says, come over here to Clark on the left wing. Back up top. Walker thought about it. He's pulled the trigger, and he's hit the bullseye several times tonight. Clark back to Wilson. Wilson off the dribble. The
Good
feed
pass,
underneath.
Great catch. And the foul.
Oh!
What a
Wilson!
catch.
Looks like Elijah Ross.
That's right.
With the feed underneath. McDonald gets the bucket and a chance for the 3-point play. That type of play, Nate, is an emotional boost.
Absolutely, and just a great take there by Isaiah. Unguardable crossover move. A hot pass to McDonald on the cut. Great catch, better finish. But just a special play there by Wilson and McDonald.
Yep. Good execution. McDonald will put up the free throw, and he'll get the roll. Good offensive possession by the Mountain Lions. They extend the lead again. 16.5 minutes left in this game.
I like seeing from Isaiah, so far in this game that he really is looking for the pass first point guard. That's, I know,
Correct.
what Coach Culver wants. But he also is a player that can look for his offense, but he's doing a good job of creating like we just saw there.
Petit Wang will be called for
That's
the foul.
his third now on Padilla. Tough call on Padilla. He didn't like it, but definitely a foul, as Anderson would have had a big play at the rim there if Padilla doesn't foul him.
You know, we've already stated the obvious, but it looks like anybody that matches up on Anderson, he's able to come through, and that's makes it difficult to really have to put the clamps to defend a guy like that. Whether it's outside or inside, he finds ways to make plays.
Well, I could see, you know, why he was recruited to go to Air Force out of high school. He's a good big man. It's a guy who can stretch the floor, like we saw from some of those Air Force teams back in the day, where the big guy'd step out and hit those top of key threes, and he certainly can do that, and he's doing that for the Thunderwolves here tonight.
These teams met earlier back on February 2nd down at CSUP. The Mountain Lions lost that one 86-78. They are looking to even the score here tonight. They want to go 12-6 in RMAC play because they're chasing Dixie State, New Mexico Highlands, and they'll have Highlands. We'll have that right here tomorrow night. That should be a dandy as well. Clark.
Thought
hand it off to Walker.
About that three, but a good job of just being patient early in the shot clock. Good pass
Titus
out
Reed.
there.
Got it! Titus Reed! Booyah! Drills it from downtown.
And that's 10 now, double figures for Titus Reed off the bench. You know, this is quickly one of his best offensive games he's had in his young Mountain Lion career.
Absolutely. No question about it. And with the ball, B.J. Hardy.
He walked there, but no call. Mountain Lions stay in front.
8 seconds on the shot clock, and the shot falls, and that's Jordan Phillips.
Tough break there for Mountain Lions. Pueblo player walks there, but Phillips just with a big-time contested three just drills it. Good pass.
Underneath.
Push off, though. That's a good call. Walker pushed off
looking
there.
For Walker, and another foul. There'll be a timeout on the floor. We'll take another quick one as well. A lot of basketball to play. We got a close one. 54-48 Mountain Lions lead the Thunderwolves. 15-18 left in this game. He's Nate Gibson. I'm George Holden, your voice for Mountain Lion basketball at UCCS in Colorado Springs, NCAA Division Hoops in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a bit. Talk about that. So here we go. Jeff Culver talking over the shoulder of the official. Very animated guy. Fun guy to be around. Easy guy to talk to, isn't he?
No, he really is. Good coach. Good job of communicating with his team, and he likes to communicate with the officials sometimes too, but I mean, I think he's got a point to be made about that last possession, but hey, the officials, they miss him sometimes too.
Anderson using his shoulder on Burt, trying to go, and he gets the shot. Anderson does a masterful job underneath. It's just tough to cover a guy like that.
Just impossible to guard that. I mean, not a bad job defensively by Ed, but what are you going to do? Pull up there.
Shot up, and Hardy comes down with it. The Doherty product pushes it down the floor. He'll wisely wait. Mountain Lions lead by 4. Anderson matched up on Burke again. Phillips way off.
He just hit one of those. He's kind of doing his own heat check there, and just a tough shot. Duran goes underneath the screen, but decent contest. And
here comes Isaiah Wilson and Blend of Dilly in the backcourt with him. He's yet to really get hot hitting the shots from outside. We'd like to see him get back in the action. Isaiah Wilson tries to drive inside and had a good look and wasn't able to capitalize.
Yeah, again, another one for Isaiah that he's getting all the way in, doing all the work, just not quite finishing.
Anderson's off. Titus Reed's there.
Better job contesting there on Anderson on that three.
Landon Dilly, he'll set up from outside for three, way off. Titus Reed, Isaiah Wilson, off again.
Mountain Lions still trying to find it outside of Dalton Walker. Just not a lot going on from long range.
Wilson by himself with a big push. Oh! Deron Clark just about had it, but a little too much English on that backboard.
Tough catch on the alley-oop, but that's a foul on Ed.
Donovan Oldham, the big guy, moved in a hurry, gets the bucket off the glass, and he'll go to the free throw line.
And tough play there. I mean, that's a swing that Isaiah, just the pass is a little bit off, catches, by Deron, just not quite there, and that's a big dunk potential, but Pueblo just pushes it right back down, and now they got a chance for an and one.
Donovan Oldham. When you're playing basketball, I was 6 foot, about 190. It's scary when you have a guy that's 6'5", 6'6", that can move that quick off the dribble. Put you in what's called a disadvantage.
That's right. No doubt about it.
That's why I'm calling these and not out there. Isaiah Shobi Wilson. Dolberry in. He's had a pretty good night. Dilly off, knocked away. Phillips will get the rebound for CSUP. They're down by one. They can take the lead on this trip. Anderson spins inside. Who else? And a steal.
Good effort there by Wilson.
Tied up. Hardy and Wilson.
It'll be UCCS ball, but good effort there. Padilla with the deflection, and then Wilson hitting the deck, getting the tie-up.
And it'll go Mountain Lion way. Walker will check back in. And is it just me, Nate, or does it feel like Dalton Walker's just getting warmed up?
I sure hope so. I mean, he's had a big night so far. Just looking down, he's got 5 of the 8 three-pointers made for Mountain Lions, and just somebody that, right now he's got 18 points. Mountain Lions looking for some offense. Look for Walker to get involved here.
Padit Wang, he's got those few fouls. They're going to keep it. Oh, what a pass! Backdoor to Wyatt Dolberry. Padit Wang, great vision. And a split-second decision underneath, and it capitalizes. Anderson underneath, he's stuffed. Good defense by the Mountain Lions. Padit Wang with the ball.
Mountain Lions looking to push.
Titus Reed, got it! Titus Reed raided from baseline and hits from three-point land.
That's 13 now for Titus Reed. Have a night, young man.
You talk about productivity off the bench, that's been Titus Reed. Oldham.
Good job. Another good defensive effort there by Dolberry.
Here it goes. Padit underneath, little too much. Oldham with the rebound, but it was there, just too much on it.
Man, Mountain Lions again get all the way to the basket, just couldn't quite finish. Nice job by Padit, but just didn't have the finish.
And Phillips hits for 3 for the Thunderwolves. Jeff Culver shouting to Padit Wang, making sure they got the right play. They need to execute. They're up by 3. Driving inside, Padit Wang.
Good block.
He gets stuffed.
By Oldham.
Good defense.
Padit's looking for the foul there, but it was just a good physical play defensively by the Thunderwolves there.
So CSUP, they're going to call the foul on Titus Reed, and that's going to go on Dalen Jackson. But like you said, Titus Reed knows his role was going to expand with some of the injuries, and boys, has he grabbed onto that, he's embraced it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, coming in now, 13 points on the game. This is one of his best offensive outputs we've seen from him in his entire career. But in limited minutes, that's somebody who's really stepped up tonight, and Mountain Lions need it. I mean, it's really been the Dalton Walker, Titus Reed show offensively, with Walker now with 18, Titus with 13, a couple other people chipping in, but that's the bulk of it. And then for CSU Pueblo, Jason Anderson now 18, Jordan Phillips 14. I mean, really, both sides have 2 guys stepping up big time offensively.
Yep. And right now, CSU Pueblo scored 17 in the second half, UCCS 19. It's been pretty evenly matched. Right now, we got a 3-point ball game. this was going to go down to the wire, I have a feeling. If you like watching college sports, especially here at UCCS, UCCS is part of an RMAC-wide agreement with Stretch Internet as the designated streaming partner. All games are available for free and can be viewed on desktop, mobile devices, and the RMAC Network app channel through Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire TV. UCCS will also make select home games available on social media networks, including Facebook Live, Twitter via Periscope, and or YouTube. So we're going to get set to resume play. And neither team has found a decisive advantage in this game yet. We got about a little under 11 and a half minutes to decide this. Oldham with the shot. Rebound, Panit Wang there.
Good contest there by Walker. Maybe a little quick in the shot clock there by Oldham, but good contest and good stop by Mountain Lions. Big opportunity here, a three-point lead looking to expand.
Avdili.
Good move.
Oh, what a move! Little dipsy-do by Blend Avdili, and just slithers his way to the basket.
No, and that's what we say. That's what we're used to with Bland. When he's at his best, that's what he's doing. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, kaboom! Panit Wang as he claps. It says, I'll take that every time. The door was open, and he invited himself.
That's right. It was a party of one.
A party of one.
Another big rebound there from Padilla. So defense, rebound, dunks, wide open.
Walker. Got it! Did I? Dalton Walker! Bullseye!
And a nice little run here by Mountain Lions. Good energy in the gym right now. Mountain Lions expand that lead up to double digits now for the first time in the game. Good defense by Avdili, who's a run out. Walker.
Oh! Dalton Walker! And he has come out guns a-blazing.
How about that, Ned?
Timeout to stop the bleeding, the Thunderwolves.
Got to. I mean, just like that, Mountain Lions now up 13. Some big threes by Dalton Walker. Padilla with the big steal and the big dunk. Exciting, whatever. It felt like 2 minutes, but it might have been 30 seconds. But Mountain Lions, just like that, jump out to a 13-point lead.
Nate, we talked about it. Panit Wang and Dalton Walker stepping up in the second half.
Right.
And the prophecy has come
on cue. Yep.
Thus far. Both of them have come up in huge ways, and they've able to take this team on their shoulders a little bit and try to get these guys in the driver's seat and say, guys, now that we're in the driver's seat, let's put our foot on the pedal, hit the gas, and go.
That's right, and doing it on both sides. Padilla with the steal before the big dunk. Dalton with the great contest gets the wide open three. So that's what we look for from the Mountain Lions, is ability to not just do it on one side, but let the defense create your offense. And then obviously the transition buckets. Walker firing up a three in transition right before that Pueblo timeout. But man, just like that, that's what Mountain Lions can do. 13-point lead now with 10 minutes to go.
Yep. So here we go. The momentum shifted big time. Mountain Lion way. Courtesy of Dalton Walker and Panit Wang. CSUP with the ball, the feed inside to the big guy. Dolberry has done an admirable job. Set up for the three. CSUP, he's got it. Tyson Gilbert. The Mountain Lions need to keep their foot on the throat of these Thunderwolves.
Well, that's a great answer by Pueblo. As they hit that three, a huge answer out of the timeout. Nice job as Mountain Lions double down. And then Tyson Gilbert gets the wide open three. But good, this is an important time. We talked about this in the first half a little bit. Anderson's on the bench for Pueblo. It's a good opportunity for the Mountain Lions to see how they can respond.
Go on
with Anderson on the bench.
Burke will hand off. Walker will set up for three off the rim. Oldham will get the rebound. Here comes the Thunderwolves. Under 9.5 to play. A lot on the line as far as RMAC seedings. Pass underneath. Deron Clark to Panit. Oh! Panit just hung in the air and just flicks his wrist and lays it off the glass.
Great pass and another run out for the Mountain Lions. All the action happening underneath the Pueblo bench, and Padilla does well just to run out there. Travel? Nope. Good D, Ed.
There it is. Good defense with steals by UCCS. And Isaiah Wilson was a little off target with that pass to Deron Clark. They had what they wanted.
They did. Well, and again, another run out by the Mountain Lions looking to push the pace of this game. Pass just a little bit off. I think Deron's maybe looking to flare out a little bit there. Padilla thought he was maybe cutting a little harder, or Isaiah thought he was cutting a little harder to the basket. But again, I like the tempo right now. It's a good feeling in the gym. Good effort, good energy, good foul there by Pueblo. Otherwise, Padille's going to hammer another one.
Yep. And the foul's going to go on number 3, B.J. Hardy, the Doherty product, on Padille Wang. And the big guy, Jonathan Hall, checks in for Harvey Barr for CSUP. Dalton Walker has definitely found his range in this game,
which has been pretty unlimited. Having a big game, Dalton Walker tonight.
Walker sets up. Walker!
Have a night. I mean, again, a dream scenario for Dalton Walker against your arch rival in your home gym. That's the last time that in the regular season you're going to get to see the CSU Pueblo. Haven't beaten this team in a long time. Dalton Walker stepping up big time.
The bucket there by Corey Singh. And a steal.
Good deflection there by Pueblo. Again, transition look for Mountain Lions, but Pueblo does well to stop the transition.
They're going to call the foul. Is that going to go on Padille?
I think looks like on Ed.
Yes.
Ed did a good job of getting back. I think he was in the restricted area, but looked like a block no matter what. But just a kind of frenetic pace for a little bit. Pueblo pushing the pace there. But Mountain Lions still have that 13-point lead now with 8 minutes to go.
Mountain Lions looking to go 12-6 in conference so they can keep pace with Dixie State, New Mexico Highlands. And by the way, they'll have New Mexico Highlands. Doesn't get any easier tomorrow night at the Lions Den, so they're going to have to earn it. 74-61, Mountain Lions lead the Thunderwolves. He's Nate Gibson. I'm George Holden, your voice for Mountain Lion basketball at UCCS in Colorado Springs. Stick with us. We'll be back in just a quick. So here we go, exactly 8 minutes left in this basketball game. At UCCS, they went on a run, but CSU Pueblo, Donovan Oldham hits his first free throw. They just keep hanging around. And it's hard, if you're the Mountain Lions, you have to start thinking right now about that whole metaphor in your mind about putting the nail in the coffin. How do we do that?
That's right. Mountain Lions last weekend were up big on Metro just about at this point in the game. Metro State comes all the way back, takes the lead late. Mountain Lions fight them off, but same, then the reverse happens the next night. Mountain Lions down big, fight all the way back. But can't let Pueblo, you're right, they got to keep doing what they're doing, looking for the right shots.
Dilly posted up underneath, all the way out to Isaiah Wilson for three, in and out, and pulled down by the big guy, Hall.
Good look there by Mountain Lions. That's the right shot, wide open look for Isaiah, but
off. Isaiah Wilson with the rebound to Titus Reed. And Reed will be fouled, and the foul will go on Tyson Gilbert, number 11 for CSUP. Titus Reed really stepping up tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, right now, again, he's got 13, but another good run out by the Mountain Lions in transition, looking for that quick offense off the break. I mean, that's probably 4 or 5 runouts we've seen here in the last few minutes. And again, Titus Reed's turn as he gets run out. Not a shooting foul, so he's not going the line, but Mountain Lions get a possession out of it.
Yep. So blend of Dilly looking to inbound. Isaiah Wilson, Ian McDonald. Wilson wants of Dilly, but good defense by the Thunderwolves, I should say. Teron Clark in, spins.
Good find.
To Reed, and he'll get fouled. Great look by Teron Clark by DC. Does a good job. That was a split-second decision. He makes the right pass, uses that quick bounce pass, and they get the foul. Titus Reed all smiles, getting ready to the foul line. He's like, I like getting involved, and I like when we spread the wealth.
And a nice job. I mean, a lot of players running at Duran tonight defensively, and just a nice job of being unselfish. Finding Titus on the cut. Now Reed with 14 now, and that'll get up to the DP Doe challenge now. Mountain Lions got 75, 12-point lead.
And Titus Reed gets them both. 7:15 left in the contest. UCCS looking to hopefully put this one away.
Good defense there by McDonald, just bodying up the bigger player there with Hall, and good defense there. This is much better post defense in the second half so far for Mountain Lions.
So Terod Clark out to Reed on the right wing of Dilly.
Good
He'll
look.
take the three. In and out. Rebound. Cade Carroll.
Again, another good look by the Mountain Lions. Just didn't quite fall for Dilly, but like the offense and good defense there. Nice rebound by McDonald. Run out again for Mountain Lions for Reed. Good take.
Oh!
Great take, Titus Reed.
Titus Reed, when it rains, it pours. He said, I'll take it. It goes up high off the glass, banks open, and he'll go right back to the line. I think he's sitting at the line, Nate, going, I was just here.
That's right.
Wasn't I just here?
Deja
Okay.
vu. No, I love it. And great.
You want more? Okay.
Great job by Titus again on the run out in transition, looking for his offense, going hard to the bucket. And Pueblo, no choice but to foul him there, and Reed does a great job to finish after the hard foul by CSUP.
Yep. And so the Mountain Lions are really starting to pick up the pace in this game. Right now, courtesy of Titus Reed. And out, Anderson with the rebound for the Thunderwolves. He is back on the floor. Keep your eye on him.
You got to believe they're going to look through. Good shot there.
Cade Carroll hits a three. Nothing but net on that one.
Good patience here by the Mountain Lions, though. Last week against Metro, hopefully that's a lesson learned. They got a little too fast, had some turnovers, bad possessions down the stretch, let Metro get back in that game, but up by 12 with 6 to go. Just be patient, find the right shots, don't push the shot clock. And now Mountain Lions also in the bonus, so see what happens and knock your free throws down.
Yep. What's the old saying when you're in a game like this and the team's hanging around? Is finish, finish, finish.
That's right.
Find ways to finish. Walker hits the first one.
28th point of the night for Dalton Walker.
And we knew he had to come up big. We talked about it pregame, halftime, and he must have hurt us, Nate, because he has hit threes all over the floor. Geographically, he's like, I don't care.
Doesn't matter where. This is his gym tonight. He's having a special night, which love to see that for the senior against Pueblo.
And again, make sure 6:04 left in this game. Another double dose of basketball here at the Lions Den tomorrow night. New Mexico Highlands in the house. This men's team, if UCCS pulls this out, they will have a big-time matchup with New Mexico Highlands tomorrow night.
And Highlands has got a tough one on the road tonight at Colorado School of Mines.
Ooh.
And so depending on the outcome of that game, could be a lot on the line for both in terms of playoffs. But this one not over by any means.
No.
13 points with 5 minutes. Doesn't matter. Mountain Lions got to keep finding a way to close this sucker.
Like we said, 11-6 UCCS, 14-9 on the season. They are right on the cusp. If they get a couple of big wins through the rest of this season, and like Regis and Black Hill State start dropping games, they could finish in the top 3 or 4 easily. But again, when you're in this situation, when you think about it, it's pretty much common sense. Your whole thing, if you're Jeff Culver, guys, you go out and take care of business, you win, and then mathematically let the chips fall where they may elsewhere, and then we'll try to jockey to get in that position.
That's right. We control our destiny right now, and big home weekend here, and this one as important as any. But it's fun that it's that time of the year. We're talking about playoff basketball and seeding and where we're at, but Mountain Lions, I know that especially for this senior class, I'd want nothing more than to get a home playoff game for them. But a lot of basketball to be played still yet.
Yep. It's got to come down to the wire. It always does. And you got to play it all out to the buzzer. Isaiah Wilson, so quick off the dribble. The shot.
Job.
And he'll get the foul.
Late in the shot clock again, we see Wilson just being aggressive off the dribble. not a lot that Gilbert could do there other than foul, and he fouls out of the game there. But nice job by Wilson to draw the foul, get to the free throw line.
It's nice to see Elijah Ross and Brandon Malone on the bench with big smiles on their face when they're watching their teammate out there taking it to another level. He's stepping up and doing the things he does well.
Well, no, and it's the first one. I told Brandon the other day I just was sick for him. Obviously, wish he was out on the court, but I just love his attitude. He's in the middle of the huddle, coaching guys up, giving them pointers. He's still leading, and you got to love that from your senior.
Yep, and he gets them both. Jeff Culver cheers his team on. They're starting to pull away. It's 5:20. And I think the Mountain Lions can smell blood. Thunderwolves from way outside, in, out, rebound. And Deron Clark goes up high to get that rebound. Coming down the court, he'll set up. Oh, Deron Clark said, "I'll do it myself." Pulls the trigger and gets it.
I've liked what I see out of Deron tonight. I mean, not the offensive production we know he's capable of, but good rebound there. He's played tough defense. He's had to be on Phillips most of the night, so he's had a tough matchup there. But just doing a lot of little things and allowing some of the other players around him, like Dalton, like Titus Reed, to really step up offensively.
Yep. The big guy Anderson, he'll go to the line. He is the big guy Anderson. He's a junior. He's got another year. He's definitely one of the better big men in the conference.
He is, yeah. In fact, he was also recently named. He was the academic player of the year for the conference also. So great award for him. And we mentioned he's Doherty High School kid. But I know people down at CSU Pueblo are really proud of what he's done, obviously on the court, but obviously one of the best students that we've got in our league too.
So kudos to him. Here comes Isaiah Wilson. Mountain Lions, I think, are starting to feel it. They're getting excited, but they know it's not over. Back to Walker. Walker says, "I'll take a three." In, out, and Dolberry came to pull it down, but Oldham comes up with it.
Good look there by Walker, and uncharacteristic of his night. Ball rims out, but good move there by Anderson.
And he gets his own rebound, pulls away. And the rebound by Wyatt Dolberry. Great defense. Walker, and he'll be fouled by Jordan Phillips. So Walker's just going to add to his point total.
And again, another run out for the Mountain Lions. I mean, obviously that had to have been a key at halftime for Coach Culver to say, guys, we got to look to push the pace off of rebounds, off of missed shots, get those runouts. And nice job by Phillips there, but all he could do at the end with Dalton Walker all the way at the basket was just foul him.
So Walker, Dolberry checks out, and Burke checks in.
Good minutes there again by Dolberry. Good defensive stop down there on Anderson, the tough matchup, and good minutes again by Dolberry.
Walker gets them both. Mountain Lions starting to apply a little more on the gas, speeding up. Anderson underneath. Burke, good defense. Burke will get the foul.
What a finish there by Carroll. Wow, off the tough foul. I think Burke's just looking to try and make sure he doesn't get the easy one, and that sure wasn't easy. That was
You're not going to score on me, man.
That's right. Good finish there, and now he gets the and one, but we'll go to the media timeout.
Yep. Quick timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well, but don't go anywhere. 85-71, the Mountain Lions. They smell blood. Take it on the Thunderwolves. They get this win. That sets up a big showdown tomorrow night with the Mexico Highlands. 85-71. I'm George Holden. He's the athletic director, Nathan Gibson. We'll be back in just a second. here we go. 4 minutes exactly remaining in this game. The Mountain Lions have really started to pull away in this thing, and they want to put the finishing touches here. But right now, CSU Pueblo at the free throw line.
And how about the night? I mean, I can't say it enough, but Dalton Walker now with 30. Titus Reed with 17.
Wow.
I mean, just career type nights for both of them. And Dalton Walker been, one of been the best player in the gym tonight.
And Wilson gets it. Pass. Oh, Noah Stewart went up. Rebound, CSUP. And they know they need to speed things up. Oldham from way outside, in, out, and Deron Clark, DC, is there. He's just going to be content to hand it off to Isaiah Wilson, and they want to choose some clock, too.
Yeah, smart play by Wilson there just to kind of slow it down. No need to hurry here. Pueblo's going to apply some pressure. Oh, and a good steal there.
Yep, and to Phillips. Walker got in front of him. And Phillips was looking for the highlight reel, and I think Dalton Walker said, I've put 30 points up, man. You're not getting that on me.
Well, Phillips had the big dunk earlier. If he hammers that one, that's going to be big time ESPN type top 10
Yep.
stuff. But yeah, all Walker could do back there and on that is just get back and make sure he doesn't get the highlight reel dunk.
I was always wondering what it was like to dunk, Nate. When I was starting in high school, I was the only guy in the starting five that couldn't dunk. I could grab the rim, but I couldn't dunk, and all the other guys could dunk. And I always wondered what that felt like. I'd ask them, and they're like, it's hard to explain, man. Unless you've done it, it's really hard for me to tell you what it feels like.
That's right. I always told everybody I could dunk it. I just chose not to. It was more of a personal decision.
If you guys dropped the hoop by a foot, I bet you I could do it. That wasn't going to happen. Dalton Walker to Deron Clark, tipped, out of bounds.
Good pressure there by Pueblo. Obviously, they're kind of in desperation mode. Down 11 with 3 to go.
Yep.
Just trying to, but that got the steal in the last possession. Tip there, nearly a steal. Mountain Lions need to take care of the ball, and at some point here, Pueblo is going to have to start fouling.
Yep. This is one of those games where you have the tale of two teams, inspiration versus desperation right now. Pass underneath, blend of Dilly, and he's got it. Dilly coming up big underneath. Timeout, UCCS.
Good patience there by Avdili. I've seen him do that a couple times tonight. As he's got good post moves, and good to see that out of him. Just good patience there, good finish, extend that lead back to 13.
Yep. So right now it's 87-74. The Mountain Lions, like we said, if they win this, they go 12-6 conference, 15-9. And as Nate brought up earlier, right now New Mexico Highlands, they're playing School of Mines. So depending on the outcome of that game, if Highlands drops that, UCCS gets the win tonight. And let's say, hypothetically, Mountain Lions come back in the house here tomorrow night and Saturday night and get the sweep. That changes the dynamics of the standings right away in one weekend.
Mountain Lions then get to go on the road next week where they'll see the South Dakota School of Mines and Black Hills State. So a team that is a game ahead of us in the standing in Black Hills. Again, that's what we were saying. They get to control their own destiny. So playoff seeding is at a premium right now. So lots still to happen. But Mountain Lions in good position, especially if they can find a way to finish this one going into tomorrow night with New Mexico Highlands.
Especially, too, you got to look at, especially with young guys, Nate, you look at it and go, you know how close they are to doing the things they need to do. And you want them to be excited, but you also want them to stay focused and not look too far ahead, correct?
That's right. And I think that's a good indicator for tonight, because we talked about that this is a 4-13 league record Pueblo team, and they don't look like it. I mean, this is a talented group. They put it on the Mountain Lions down at their place earlier, but Mountain Lions came out focused tonight and need to find a way to close it, but they've been the better team here tonight.
Yep. 2:40 and counting. Mountain Lions with the lead and the ball. Panit Wang. He'll set up shop. Go back to work. Isaiah Wilson. And he's just going to slow things down. And that clock continues to roll. CSU Pueblo, as we talked about, they're going to have to start making decisions here. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Avdili and a foul.
And a nice job there again, late in the shot clock, being patient. Avdili, you got to respect the three-point shot, even though he hasn't done a whole lot from behind the arc, but good pump fake, gets around the defender Phillips, and now going to get a couple free throws.
So Avdili misses, he's short on the first one. 2:19 left in this game. Dilly's second one, got it, puts it in.
Mountain Lions, one thing to point out, 21 assists to 7 turnovers, so a good night for them in a lot of respects, sharing the basketball and taking care of it. Travel there by Pueblo.
Travel on B.J. Hardy.
But that's a nice sign again for Mountain Lions, even though, I mean, they haven't shot it as well as maybe they have in other games, but done a nice job of sharing the ball.
Correct.
And being unselfish and taking care of it. I mean, this is a Pueblo team that can turn you over like we almost saw there, like we just did see there. But eight turnovers now, as Coach Culver said. I think just telling the guys, hey, slow down. It's 2 minutes in the ball game. Be patient with it. We don't need to try and even make that pass.
Right. There's no need in a situation like this when you're up like this to play hero.
That's right. Good
Big shot by CSUP. Here comes that full court pressure defense by the Wolves. And Panit Wang trying to get through it. He'll be fouled. But, you know, that just goes to show you Jeff Culver is a fierce competitor. His team's winning. There's a little bit of an errant pass. And just like a coach does, he looks at Bled. You know, we just talked about this. What are you making that pass for? He's still on top of his guys going, I love the mentality, which is it's not over till it's over.
That's right.
We're not going to relax. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. And once that buzzer goes off, we'll smile, we'll actually celebrate. But until then, we need to be serious. We have to focus and finish. And I love the attitude.
That's right. Well, Coach doing a good job going and talking to Blen and just saying, hey, here's what we got to do. But now Mountain Lions shoot. Miss a free throw there from Padilla. I mean, this is all of a sudden it's a 9-point game. This thing ain't over yet.
Nope. Dalton Walker will check back in. I believe last we checked 30 points on the night.
30 points on the night.
Panit Wang hits the shot. Blend of Dilly checks out. Dalton Walker checks in. Looking to put an exclamation point on this huge game he's had tonight. 1:49 left in the game.
Padilla now, that's his 10th point. You know, a little bit of a slow start for him, but he's really turned it on here. Big dunk, big steal, some good plays.
Long three off
there by Dalton. And a nice job by, again, Deron Clark just slowing the ball down, being patient, closing this one out.
Dalton Walker back to Wilson. And they're going to milk it. Back to Walker. Oldham covering. Walker's going to try to drive to the hoop and
defense,
gets his own rebound.
Tough
fade
shot.
Away. Nope. Anderson with the rebound.
Good defense there by Pueblo. Get a stop, a much needed stop now as the clock gets down to about a minute left. Out of bounds there by Pueblo.
Yep. Stepping out of bounds was Cade Carroll. That's, yeah, big play there.
Yeah, absolutely. If they come down, they hit a shot or hit a three-pointer, we got ourselves a much tighter game.
And Panit Wang.
Good decision there. Just pass it out. Run some clock.
Yep. And the foul by Cade Carroll on Deron Clark.
And Clark again, a little bit, like we said, a little bit of a quiet game offensively. Hasn't lit up the score sheet. You know, he's got 5 points, but has just done a lot of positive things. He's going to get a couple free throws here, but you know, good night offensively, good night defensively, but not things that are going to show up. But nice effort from the freshman here tonight. Yep.
Deron Clark hits the first one. Titus Reed will check back in for Dalton Walker. And Titus Reed has, you know, he's got to be feeling really good about his performance, his production here tonight. This is the kind of game for a guy like Titus Reed that he says, I can do what I need to do out here.
That's right. No, and you look at his stat line, 4 for 5 from the field, 3 for 4 from 3. Have, you know, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, 17 points. And has had a good game defensively. Tough foul there on Anderson. Just him and Padilla get tangled up. But, yeah, can't say enough about the effort from Titus Reed tonight. Stepped up in a big way for the Mountain Lions.
And so, Padilla, he'll come down. And he'll take his turn at the free throw line. You know, Jeff Culver really, you know, and not just because I do all the home games for the Mountain Lions, but what a fantastic job he does with his bench play.
No doubt.
The way he rotates guys, and the way he gets some of these other guys that don't get a lot of minutes normally to come in and step up and play well and produce. There's a lot of young talent sometimes, but it's a matter of talent that can produce on the floor, and he does a good job of that.
No, and really in a position like we've talked about with some of the injuries, really needed those guys to stay engaged, even though early in the season they weren't getting the minutes. Now we need them. So that's sometimes a mark of a coach, the ability to keep those guys engaged so that when their moment comes, they're ready to step up.
Yep. And Padit will get the roll. 49.6 seconds. Dolberry checks in for Padit Wang. A normal performance for Padit Wang. He goes out and he makes plays.
That's right. Doing it on both ends, and
long three
there by CSU Pueblo.
And B.J. Hardy hits three, and the the Thunderwolves will call timeout with just over 40 seconds to play in this first half. Here at the Lions Den in Colorado Springs.
Shout outs to CSU Pueblo players. Phillips has got 14, Anderson's got 19, Oldham's got 11, Carroll's chipped in 10. I mean, there's been some good performance by the CSU Pueblo team. They've got a lot to build off of for future years, but yeah, tough season for them. But Mountain Lions looking to close this one out. Can't say enough about their ability to step in, respond from a tough loss down in Pueblo a couple weeks ago, and now, as depending on what else is going on in the league, Mountain Lions are playing themselves into a really good position as we head into a big one tomorrow night with Highlands.
I agree. If Mountain Lions, at all intents and purposes, looks like they're going to hang on and get this one done. Can you imagine if Highlands pulls the upset on Mines tonight, and with the stage that gets set for that game, that could be the type of game of the RMAC tomorrow night if that scenario plays out, that the rest of the RMAC is put on notice of these are the teams you're really looking at, because right now School of Mines is one of those programs that before the end of the season you expect them to drop at least one.
I mean, it's just so hard to go undefeated. You're right. It's
really tough.
At some point, you're gonna have. It's just not gonna be your night.
You'll have an off night.
I'll tell you, when we saw Highlands down at their place, it was their night. They shot the lights out. They played. I mean, I think they scored 130 something points. I don't know. It was a lot, and credit to them for putting it on us. But it was their night, and I think they're gonna come in with a lot of confidence. But our guys looking. Because we got a little bit embarrassed down there.
Well, you've already had the payback on CSU Pueblo, and that could play out for UCCS tomorrow night. But it's, again, we've talked about it before, Nate. It's one game at one night at a time.
That's right, absolutely.
And this could be 3 in a row over the last weekend and this weekend so far that the Mountain Lions have come through. 38.9 seconds. Isaiah Wilson at the line. Got it.
Nice job by Isaiah. He's perfect at the free throw line. I almost said it before that second one. Didn't want to jinx him, but nice job by him. Now that's 7 free throws on the night for Isaiah. Good job by him just to get into the line.
And the big guy, Jonathan Hall, with a bucket. Jeff Culver calling the play for his team. Blend of Dilly gets inbounds to Isaiah Wilson, and he's fouled.
Shouldn't have said anything about his free throws, man. That's on me. He's gonna miss this, right?
He's gonna go.
I'm gonna go apologize to him after the game. This is on me.
Isaiah Wilson now on the line.
Here we go. Isaiah Wilson.
Has he made one tonight, Isaiah? I don't know if he's made a free throw tonight.
Right. He's going. Hey, wait! You guys
hey,
don't want money at the line. Come on.
That's right.
And again, can't say enough about the leadership of Elijah Ross and Brandon Malone with Isaiah Wilson. That's a tough job playing point, coming in. And yeah, the thing is that when you're the second string guy, they always tell you to be ready.
Yep.
And obviously he's been ready.
That's right.
He's been waiting in the wings for his shot.
I think sometimes too it helps when you got a guy like Elijah Ross, a first-team all-conference performer in front of you too, that you can settle into your role because you're not sitting around thinking, hey, I should be playing over this guy.
Correct.
Sometimes that can happen. I know Coach Culver wouldn't put up with that in terms of his team culture, but I know it's been good. I think just to see the confidence from Isaiah, big night. What a night Dalton Walker had tonight, though. That's the story. Dalton Walker putting up 30. against the arch rival in a huge game with playoff implications. What a great win for Mountain Lions against CSUP.
Yep, tell you what, he's Nate Gibson. I'm George Holden, your voice for Mountain Lion basketball, and this one is officially done. It's in the books. The Mountain Lions, the home team, 97-84 over CSUP. They've won 3 in a row. They now go 12-6 in conference, 15-9 overall. And as we said, New Mexico Highlands is here tomorrow night. And depending on what happens with New Mexico Highlands and Colorado School of Mines, if New Mexico Highlands can pull the upset and beat Mines, that will set the stage tomorrow night for one heck of a ball game, Nate.
Absolutely, and if depending on that result, it could absolutely come down. That game could come down to who's going to host the playoff game or not, host the quarterfinal. And obviously, if Colorado School of Mines comes ahead of Highlands tonight, then Highlands now on the outside looking in for that hosting that playoff game. So huge night tomorrow here in Gallagher Event Center with a lot, again, playoff implications. It's that time of year. Every game means more. There's just more on the line right now.
Yep, well said. Mountain Lions, they get it done. The women's team, they fall early, but the men's team, they make up for it. 1-1 tonight. Want to remind you that tomorrow night we do another double dose of basketball. New Mexico Highlands in the house here at Gallagher Event Center. Women's game will tip off at 5:30 as usual. Men's game right after at 7:30. And my partner Nate Gibson, who's filled in, athletic director, done a fantastic job. You'll be with me tomorrow night. That's going to be awesome. We're going to finish the home season run here at Gallagher Event Center. When you look at the matchup with the men's team with New Mexico Highlands, you talked about this earlier. You said, and you basically said it well, February 1st at New Mexico Highlands, UCCS, they get bumped 119-86. It was their night. What do you see that's going to have to change for the Mountain Lions to get the win tomorrow night?
You know, I think part of it's just we need to have a night like they had against us. Maybe not like that. I mean, they scored, 119 points. I think I said 130 in the game, but it felt like that. They came out, they set the tone early, and they just said, hey, this is our gym, and ran the Mountain Lions out of the gym quick. But Mountain Lions are going to look to respond. I mean, this is a home court. Lots of playoff implications on the line. It's a Highlands team that can fill it up, but this is our gym. Mountain Lions got to protect home court, and obviously playoff implications on the line.
The Lions are the men's team. They're licking their chops right now after a big win over the Thunderwolves. They get done. They have fun and get it done. 97-84. Looking forward to tomorrow night again. 5:30 and 7:30 tip-offs. Make sure you mark your calendar and make time for that tomorrow. That should be a lot of fun.